The current state of affairs with the body is approached through very limited models of our physicality, of our being. A lot of it comes from exercise perspective. Very crude, very disrespectful for the human body, for what it is, for ourselves. The self, this self, the head self is actually surprisingly a small part of the picture, I believe. But it hijacks a lot of the attention, and of course, all of our culture has been built and developed around it, so it took us away. And to go back is not as simple as just, the slogans, just listen to your body. I don't believe that. Listen to it. You're not on the right channel at all. You can listen to your body, but what you hear is a lot of corrupted data. So the first thing is to modify the model, our connection to the body. It has to be refined and made deeper, in ways more sophisticated, in ways more simpler. It's not just about some kind of a car that you drive around and you get to places. It is you. You don't have a body. You are the body. The brain is in the body. It's part of the body. And the connection to movement is that it is the vehicle, the thing that really put us here in this state. Not mathematics. That's a side effect. Not music. In the sense, all those things were involved. Counting, rhythms, music. But the way that it affected us is through movement. And those are also movement realms in many ways. So the first step is education. To realize that we don't have a proper connection to the body, which most people unfortunately realize in the point of crisis, when we say, my body betrayed me, without realizing I betrayed my body before.
So you feel in many ways we've disrespected the body, not honored it in the way that it wants to be moved and used.
Yeah, I don't beat myself up over it, but there is a value in remorse, because without it there is no real power to change. The declarations, but they don't last. More words. So I'd like to take that responsibility. And you've used the word correctly, we. We disrespected it in many ways, and now we're here. And we can start to take personal responsibility. But it sounds like this I need to take the responsibility. We went wrong, but only I can fix it. And each one of us turning back in and being that change is the way. And it was something instinctual for me. I just, yesterday I was in an Uber and had a conversation with the driver, and he asked, what do you do? And I told him, how did you get to work with the body? And I said, because I distrust this. And in many ways, it was this instinct that I can't be trusted. And that sensation, that internal lie, that deep, deep lie beyond, underneath all the lies, the lie that we tell ourselves, the words in our head, they're rarely truth. Maybe they can't even be truth because words cannot be that truth, but they're not even simulations of truth. They're a simulacrum. They're removed from what is. They're not containers. They're maybe pointers that by now are pointing at nothing. The body lies a lot less. It's very honest. When I move, or when I move with someone, I know the truth. Or when we talk, who knows?
It feels like you have an incredibly holistic understanding of the body as a doorway to explore trapped emotions, to explore self-expression, and you have explored many different formats and modalities to add something. They all add something. And it's much a deeper understanding than the conventional Western understanding of exercise and movement, and the way that we kind of live our life very much so identified with our thoughts moving through the world and view movement as something that we should do for our health, maybe an hour a day. You invite it as a living practice in a much deeper context. So there is this understanding of exercise as a form of movement. And I'm just curious, what is your analysis of that in contrast with the way that you understand movement?
There are a few things here that are kind of mingling together. Movement and exercise, and breaking down exercise. Part of it is movement, but the other part is practice. And now we can extract these two very powerful words, practice and movement. Now you can get rid of the exercise. So I'm the practice person. Movement serves practice. It is a way. It is one of the most major way, one side of the equation, one side of the spectrum. The other side is stillness. And practice is what we are here to do. Life is not for living. That's the lie. Life is for practicing. In the sense that this here is a school. That's why we're here. Or else, there is no meaning to our visiting here. We are here to discover something, to learn something, transform something, transmute something. So that informs everything that I do. Now, movement is very important. Physical movement is, and other movements, emotions are emotion, right? Like it's there, it's inside. It's about movement. And also the abstraction, the conceptual side also is about movement in many ways. So what did we do? We do the bare minimum. We're corrupted for longevity's sake, for feeling better, for looking better. This is our connection to ourselves. We take, and we give the bare minimum. How can I get this going in 10 minutes a day? What was it? 4-minute abs, you know? So, of course, we suffer the results. This is the temple. This is the thing. This is who we are. This is where we are. This is what we are. Of course, this connection is not working well. And this is a very heavy news. But we can turn it into a proactive thing and into a very beautiful thing. And we can find our way back to ourselves. Without this, the other path is the path of stillness. is also a very powerful path. The path of stillness gives rise to movement. The path of movement gives rise to stillness. And eventually you reach that point, the multi-stability. You have to be able to see both at the same time, like the peripheral vision. So the practice itself, now it's in the context. I'm here for myself. I'm here to transform myself. I don't like the word develop, but it's not directed. I don't know what I'm supposed to transform into. And I don't even want to dictate it. That would be corrupted already. But I have an idea that I'm here to get some work done. Like an improvisation, like this conversation. I don't know the next sentence I'm going to say, but I am present to what needs to come out right now. That is the practice. And now, the movement side, take it to the physicality. Now I can see all the needs. The needs are not neuromuscular needs. Joints, range of motion, flexibility. It's so much more complex than that. Every day that passes, we discover. One of the jokes is that we tend to we eat a cake and we analyze and we write down a reverse engineered recipe. And it never ends up being the cake when we try to do it. So we work on all these attributes. 1 + 1 + 1 equals 17. The practice informs you on that. So, yeah, I work on my strength and on my flexibility, and on my stamina, endurance, energy system. But I also work on rhythmicality, organizational capacities of the body, breath, interaction with connectivity, internal architecture, organization of the form, the use of the eyes, conceptual aspects of movement, pattern recognition, and endless more. And many of them, I don't even have words for them, but they are inside the practice. So this for me is a proper practice. It's very rich, maybe overwhelming for people. That's okay, it is what it is. It's just words right now. It can be something that eventually becomes approachable and simple, but like anything, from the outside, it scares us, But it's extremely the most powerful vehicle that I know. Or else I would have done something better.